Okay, and did everything just disconnect on my computer as soon as I clicked to go live? What just happened? Are we Gucci? As soon as I click to go live, the whole computer freaking craps out on me. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, sweet, cool. Let's post that in the Discord server. Let's go. Bear with me 1 second. Boom. There we go. Yo, what's up, Sepcat? How you doing? Oh crap, I just realized the stream's unlisted. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Edit that. We gotta make the stream public real quick. Can I do it while live? Yeah, I can. Public. Done. Save. Alright, sweet. That should be better. Raise Riggy, what's good? How you doing? I see you in there. So Kai and talking about the super secret Tamago stream. Nah, for real. That was actually unintentional, believe it or not. Trying something a bit new, a bit different here with this one. Gonna record the video while I'm live. So I'm gonna see how that goes, how that works out. Let's talk. What's up? Mr. Kato, what's up? How you doing? Nicosis, I see you in there. Untoasted Toast, what's good? Are we gonna find out what the video is? Well, I mean, yeah, because I'm... this is the video, like, I'm gonna be recording it live, innit? So, yeah, you will know exactly what it is. Yo, Gator Productions, what's up? I swear to God, every time I can't watch this one either. There'll be plenty more vids to come. Many more streams to come, don't you worry. Sayuri, what's good? Watching from Japan. Hey, that's freaking awesome. For me, it's 2:30 p.m. right now. So I know that this is quite a different time zone to when I usually stream, so a lot more people will be able to tune into this one. So that's awesome. Sevcat saying, what's the video about? So the video is actually going to be about the topic of boycotting Nintendo, okay? It will reveal itself as I record it, basically. But the whole idea of what I'm doing is essentially, I would have just recorded this normally, like an offline recording, but I wanted to specifically try and do it live to see if maybe having the chat on screen and interacting with you guys during the video might potentially make for a more dynamic and interesting video overall. We'll see how it goes. But that's the idea. Tamago starting a boycott against Nintendo, confirmed. Still waiting for Mario Galaxy 3. Fair. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Super Mario Odyssey is kind of them, you know, in a way, replacing Mario Galaxy. I don't know. Maybe that's not accurate, but that's how I feel looking at it from the outside. Watching from Australia, it's 11:33 p.m. says YB. Damn. Yeah, you guys in the future for real. But shout out. Rare footage when Tamago stream and it's not my bedtime. Let's go. A random gamer. I see you in there. What's up? Kevin, what's up, man? Saying once again, going live in the middle of me playing a game is scandalous. Yeah, so I mean, my plan with the streams. Also, shout out to Kevin, moderator, holding it down. Let's freaking go. You know, with the streams, there's no like planned, I'm gonna stream at this time type thing. It's gonna be more like when I'm free, when I'm available. In fact, when it comes to the streams, well, I feel like I lost my train of thought as I was saying it because I read the chat. And this better not happen while I'm recording the video. But yeah, there's not going to be a set time of when I go live. But I will be going live a lot more frequently because especially now that I'm working with other people to help edit the videos, I want to make sure I'm producing a lot of footage for them to work on. I've already gotten back 2 edits that I'm just going to do like the final pass review of. So expect a lot more stuff soon. Yeah, looking forward to it. What I will also say actually is I see people talking about the leaderboard on YouTube, and I said I was going to talk about it in yesterday's stream, and I ended up not talking about it in yesterday's stream, so I'm going to talk about it now. So this is a new thing that that YouTube's implementing, where essentially the more you participate in the chat and the more like you do things like, I think, liking the stream. I made that up. You don't get anything for liking the stream. I just mentioned that so you guys remember to like the stream. But anyway, I do know for a fact that stuff like super chats do increase your like XP during the stream. And then yeah, the top 3 streamers get, or the top 3 like interactors get stuff next to their name. So that's essentially how it works. Maybe it's a little distracting, but I can't turn it off, so yeah, competitive YouTube chat, Master Millard. Exactly. So just spam messages, got it, literally. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Rianu Keeves, love the name, saying, if you do the Tester 3 videos, I'll make House Sparks give you a free massage. Oh yeah? You have the ability to do that, yeah? Alright. Fair play. Broxy, what was I say? Broxy Spec? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Hello. YouTube chat ranked bench 24/7. This is why I stopped watching streams. Too many sweats. Oh man, Sleepy Boy, you've been watching me since the Neopets experience. That's awesome. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Para saying, wait, actually, it's kind of like Twitch now. Does Twitch have XP? I know they have like you know, the points system where you can redeem them and stuff. But I don't know if it's quite like that, because on this one it's only from stream to stream. It doesn't persist throughout all the streams you watch. But yeah. Okay. So what I was actually planning to do was to get another video written so that I'd record essentially 2 videos in a row that I want to make. But I'm going to meet up with some friends around 5. That's when I need to like leave my house, and I know that I'm probably going to ramble a lot. Plus, for the next video I wanted to write, I needed a lot more time because I want to make sure it's written well. So I've decided I'm just gonna do this one video, and then, you know, we'll hang out for a little bit. I'll end the stream and I'll write those other vids. But I have so many different vids in production, so stay tuned. And I guess for an experimental thing, it would be good to stick to one video for now, just to see how it goes if I'm you know, recording the commentary live. So yeah, all right, let's do it. I mean, I don't see any reason to drag it out any longer at this point, so I'm gonna give this a go, see how it is. Just as a backup, I'm also recording my mic separately, although I might not need it. It might be enough for me just to use OBS's mic recording. I do have my air conditioning on. I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear it, right? It's all sounding cool. Let me pause the music as well. Is it sounding good? You guys can't hear anything in the background? Let me know. What is the max EP, like XP? Is that like the amount, the maximum amount people are able to get? I have no idea. I really don't know much about how the system works for that. Hey guys, we're doing a recordathon, 5 vids in a row. We out here, W's in the chat. Kevin, my plan was initially, I had like 7 ideas that I wanted to record all in one go. And then the first idea I was writing, I spent ages writing it. So yeah. Sepcat saying, don't forget to record the camera. If you know, you know. Don't you worry. I've got it locked down. Well, I mean, we're going to use this stream as the recording. But yeah, I figured out what mistake I made when it came to the recording we did before. So if in the future we do it again, that mistake won't happen. But if anyone doesn't know, Sepcat is a YouTuber. And we did an interview where he interviewed me. And I forgot that the way I set up my camera, I can't record on it locally. So I didn't record anything during that. But luckily, Sepcat was recording his screen, so he managed to save the day. So that was my bad, but we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Let's see. PB Jelly Boy asking about your friend microphone. Sweet. Okay, sweet. Let's do it. Yeah. The plan is to make it pretty casual to be honest. And I think it's also something that you'll find pretty interesting. It's a commentary. It's me talking about something. So hopefully you do just generally find it interesting as well. But yeah, feel free to interact and, you know, comment on what I'm discussing in the video. I am going to try and stay pretty focused on what I'm talking about, but every once in a while I'll look over to the chat, see if maybe there's something in there that could be interesting. But the whole idea of it is I'm gonna record the video and you guys essentially get to have an input as well. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, all right, let's go. So after I posted my video unboxing the Nintendo Switch 2, I received a couple of comments both on YouTube and Discord that had the same theme. The first one said, "Am I the only one disappointed in him not boycotting the Switch 2?" And the second was actually a question in the Ask Me Anything chat in my Discord server asking, "Why have you decided not to join in on the Switch 2 boycott?" And I think this is a great opportunity for me to address quite a common issue that arises from what I see as a fundamental misunderstanding of just how hyper-individualized a person's experience on the internet is. Also, things like that, right? When I like flub up a line, I'm gonna have to repeat it because it's gonna be a video. So this is just like how it goes, okay? And I think this is a great opportunity for me to address, quite a common issue that arises from what I see as a fundamental misunderstanding of just how hyper-individualized a person's experience on the internet is. So the question in the Discord server is asking why I decided not to join in on the boycott. In their view, it was an active choice I made to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 in spite of the boycott. Maybe in order to make some statement or in complete disregard for what the boycott was trying to achieve. But the truth is honestly much more mundane. I just didn't know anyone was boycotting the Nintendo Switch 2. This message was actually the first time I had ever heard the sentiment of people wanting to boycott it. And when I first saw these messages related to my video, I didn't actually even know what triggered the calls for a boycott in the first place. If I had to guess, I could say maybe it was related to the new $80 price tag for Nintendo games, the welcome tour being essentially a paid tech demo, or maybe something related to the new virtual game card system. But the truth is, I actually didn't know why people would want to boycott the Switch 2. And I imagine most people who left these comments, need to say that again. This is so relaxing to watch. This is such a unique experience, yeah. Okay. But the truth is, I didn't actually know why people would want to boycott the Switch 2. And I imagine to the people who left these comments, and especially the one who expressed disappointment in me, that sounds unbelievable. Like, how could you not know? But the thing is, most people out there are actually gonna be like me in that regard. Like, you have to be a certain kind of person to even know this discussion is happening and have it show up on your radar. Gonna say that again. He's got a Rise of Kingdoms ad. By this time ago, sound like he could read someone a storybook to sleep. But the thing is, most people out there are actually gonna be like me in that regard. You gotta have a certain kind. I keep messing up that line. I say you gotta have a certain kind. Is it just me or you the slightest bit too quiet? That might just be on stream. And I will adjust it when it comes to actually editing the video. Let me check the wavelength so I can see what it's looking like. It's looking good to me, so it should be good when it comes to it. Can I boost it on stream? Is there a way I can do that? I don't think so. Hopefully it sounds okay. Pull the mic a bit closer. Okay, I'll shift it ever so slightly closer. All right, let me see how it sounds here. Can I boost it on stream? Oh, that sounds fine. That's good. Okay, sweet. But the thing is, most people out there are actually going to be like me in that regard. You have to be a certain kind of person to even have this discussion of a boycott show up on your radar. I don't follow Nintendo news despite having played a lot of their games and owning a handful of their consoles in the past. In fact, the only time I was really paying all that much attention to Nintendo news was when the YouTuber Etika would talk about it. And that was definitely more out of an interest in Etika than an interest in Nintendo. Rest in peace to Etika, by the way. Joy-Con boys forever. If you're watching this once it's uploaded as a video, everyone comment LeBron to Confused time ago. Rest in peace to Etika though. Absolute legend. And with how recommendation algorithms on all the various social media sites work, if you don't engage with something, you will not see it, for better and for worse. Whereas for another person, if they're really invested in not just Nintendo, but specifically the subset of the Nintendo fandom that discusses consumer rights as a topic, I imagine they would be seeing calls for a boycott everywhere, on YouTube, on Reddit, in the Discord servers they hang out in. It would be almost inescapable, to the point where it would seem ridiculous to them that a person like me, who not only plays games, but specifically has a career based on making videos about games, would have never heard of it. But it's true, I didn't. And I guarantee that most, or in the very least, a lot of the people watching this video right now are hearing about this push to boycott the Switch 2 for the first time because I'm talking about it. It's just the nature of the internet, but it's not exclusive to the internet, nor is it new. Echo chambers and bubbles have always existed. It's just that social media recommendation algorithms tailor-made for every individual user took that phenomenon and put it on crack so the tech giants could make billions from it. Blinkers tonight? What? Oh, never. Would play Ultimate, but my Switch broke right now. Bear 7020, what's good? What's good? Okay. So me update the fail counter. Stop. Alright. See, I knew this would happen. I knew I'd be freaking getting distracted by the chat, but let's keep going. So with that out of the way, let's talk about this boycott. Why were people calling for the masses to not buy a Nintendo Switch 2? From what I've been able to gather, it's in response to a general sense that Nintendo is being very anti-consumer with their decision-making, and they need to be shown they cannot get away with it. For example, Mario Kart World launched with an $80 USD price tag, which, as far as I know, is the first time we're seeing a base game released at that price. Not a special or a collector's edition, but just the basic standard edition game. Remember, it was only last year that Ubisoft was trying to defend a $70 price tag for Skull and Bones by calling it the world's first quadruple A game, whatever the hell that means. If people accept an $80 price tag for Mario Kart World, it will only encourage Nintendo to keep pushing it with their prices and embolden their competitors too as well. We already have Xbox announcing the Outer Worlds 2 will be launching at an $80 USD price, and there's no doubt PlayStation will be following suit. We're also seeing a lot of speculation about the price of Grand Theft Auto 6. Some people think it's going to cost $100, and the normalization of high price tags is what paves the way for this. If you're watching this, just keep watching the 5-minute mark to confuse time ago. There's also the price of peripherals for the Switch 2. Wait, see, I'm smiling now, and it completely messes up the vibe because I just looked at my freaking chat. All right, hold on. There's also the price of peripherals for the Switch 2. The webcam costs $55. The Pro Controller costs $85. The Joy-Cons cost $95. And that's just the US dollar price. If you convert the localized prices of other countries into USD, it actually costs even more. It's crazy. Also, for a long time, Nintendo has just been very bold with how they treat their audience, copyright claiming people who make videos about their games, shutting down fan projects and threatening legal action against those who make them, restricting access to the Wait, I need to say that again. Oh, exclamation point Discord. The Discord server didn't close. It's just for members only now, but you can still, like, you know, chat in it and all that. Oh, you can still read the chat and all that, even if you're not a member. Okay, I'm gonna start again from the previous line. Also, for a long time, Nintendo has just been very bold with how they treat their audience. Copyright claiming people who make videos about their games, shutting down fan projects, and threatening legal action against those who make them, restricting access to their older titles, and then punishing the use of emulators to play those titles. Sometimes you would think Nintendo hates the people who love their games. So there are legitimate reasons for people to be unhappy with Nintendo, and of course it's your right, not just as a consumer, but as a person, to not buy something out of protest. Although now that I'm thinking about it, Trump calling the Tesla boycotts illegal was actually crazy. Like, you are legally mandated to buy this product. But whatever. But despite all this, the Switch 2 went on to become one of the fastest selling games console of all time. And you can find clips of people playing as the cow in Mario Kart World all over social media. So, understandably, this prompted those who were deeply invested in Nintendo news to say, "Ayo, what happened to the boycott?" And this comes back to what I was saying before. On the internet, we're not all getting the same information. For the most part, we're getting a combination of what we want to see and what we engage with most, even if we don't necessarily want to see it. And that can create a false sense that everyone is rallying around something big and it's becoming a movement, when really it might just be a small crowd of people talking enthusiastically to each other. Bear in mind, the average person, not the average gamer, but the average person in general, might not even know Nintendo released a new console at all. I was at a few creative festivals last month, and I can't tell you the amount of times I had this exact conversation. A person asked me what I do, and I say I make gaming videos. They ask what games I'm playing at the moment, and I say I'm trying out the new Mario Kart. They say, "Oh, they made a new one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it came out with the Switch 2. And they're like, "Oh, they made a new one?" We are not all getting the same information, and we're not all seeing the same things. I think Tamaga may be a Mount Rushmore YouTuber. Thank you. I do appreciate that. All right. I'm considering re-recording that last bit. Just that last bit where I told the story of the creative festivals I went to. I might re-record that. Give me a sec. Bear with me. Yeah, there might be a bit of repetition here, but this is like the behind the scenes in it. I was at a couple of creative festivals last month, and I can't tell you the amount of times I've had this exact conversation. A person asks me what I do, and I say I make gaming videos. They say, "Oh, what kind of games are you playing at the moment?" And I say I'm trying out the new Mario Kart. Then they say, "Oh, they made a new one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was a launch title for the Switch 2. And then they say, "Oh, they made a new one?" We're not all seeing the same things. Alright. Now, I've been reading what people have had to say post the massive success of the Switch 2's launch, despite calls for a boycott, and it's been quite interesting. Predictably, many people expressed that they were never going to boycott it in the first place. They might have followed the conversations, they watched the videos, and they may have even agreed with the points being raised, but ultimately they wanted a Switch 2 more than they wanted to take a stand against Nintendo. I feel like I'm having an existential crisis about how we basically live in an echo chamber and define society based off our small echo chamber of the things we consume. Mickle pickle, that's literally it. Like, we don't even necessarily understand just how insulated our experience on the internet is, because it's crafted for our either maximum comfort in that we'll be there and we won't want to leave, or a maximum engagement in that we might not even necessarily like it, but it is so engaging, maybe even triggering, that we can't look away, kind of like a car crash, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I want to record that last line. Hey, this is what it's like being a YouTuber. This is what it's like. Sometimes I gotta re-record the line just because I don't like how it sounded. Alright. Predictably, many people expressed that they were never going to boycott it in the first place. They might have followed the conversations, they watched the videos, and they may have even agreed with the points being raised, but ultimately they wanted a Switch 2 more than they wanted to take a stand against Nintendo. For others, the truth was that they weren't going to buy it in the first place. You know, a consumer boycott necessarily requires that you, 1, actually want, and 2, have the means to buy the thing you are boycotting, and would likely have bought it were it not for the stance you're adopting in protest. That's part of what makes it a statement. You are sacrificing something in order to make a point, and to hopefully affect change. Yeah, what was that? Yo, Ace Vault, shout out to you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. You deserve this time ago. Love the Club Penguin vids. Thank you very much, Ace Vault. Legend. Appreciate you. Should I re-record that last bit? Maybe. Bro flinched. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. I think I'm gonna re-record that last bit. But shout out to Acevol. I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Damn, even with my aircon on, I'm still getting kind of hot. Let me turn that down a little bit. It's getting a bit mad. Leave the dono in. Maybe. We'll see. I'll record another one, and then we'll see if I leave it in or not. I'll decide which one is better. Okay, so a consumer boycott necessarily requires that you, 1, actually want, and 2, have the means to buy the thing you are boycotting, and would likely have bought it were it not for the stance you're adopting in protest. That's part of what makes it a statement. You are sacrificing something in order to make a point and hopefully affect change. So if you weren't already going to buy it, and keep in mind, most people don't buy consoles as soon as they release, then did you boycott it or did you just not buy it? You know, I wouldn't say I'm boycotting a 4-bedroom house in the heart of London. I just ain't got the facilities for that, big man. The flinch was too funny to not make the cut. Oh god. Now, oh crap, why is that happening? My whole stuff like just disconnected and reconnected. Is the stream still live? This happened like literally right at the start of the stream as well. I didn't disconnect, did I? I'm still good? We're all still good? Okay, there was lag. It should be okay now. Yeah, like literally my whole computer just freaked out right then. That is so weird. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. This happens to me with my USB extension for no reason. It drives me up the wall. Yeah, I might have to I might actually have to invest in a better USB like thing because I do have a lot of like peripherals plugged in right now. You went from laughing to dead silent. I was so confused. Nintendo trying to take down the stream, bro. Nintendo caught wind of the discussion. They're coming now. They're coming now. Dash Invader, what's good? I see you in here. Hold on, let me real quick. I gotta make you a VIP real quick. Dash Invader is editing for me. Absolute legend. How do I make someone? There we go. No, I made the wrong. I made YB1 a VIP. Sorry, YB1. It wasn't. It's not personal. It's just, you know what I mean, like. Kevin, no worries. Enjoy Death Stranding 2, man. Enjoy. I'm actually boycotting Grand Theft Auto 4 because I don't have it yet. Okay, let's get back into this. Alright, so let me quickly. What was 6 of Fate 7? I have no idea. Rihanna Keeves. I actually have no idea. I've never heard that one before, you know. Now, one trend I have seen, which I do find quite concerning, is people making fun of those that did call for a boycott and the general sentiment that boycotts don't work and have never worked. This is simply not true, and it's very important we understand this because we live in a world, yes, I'm doing a we live in a society meme, whatever, but we live in a world, right, where the people at the top with a lot of power have a vested interest in convincing us, the masses, with less power individually but a lot of power collectively, that in fact we don't have any power, so that when they take away what little power we do have, we won't even notice it or care. And so saying boycotts don't work to either discourage other people from boycotting or to excuse yourself from boycotting only serves to help those who both A, don't want you to exercise the power you have as a consumer, and B, actually want to strip you of that power while you stay well behaved and silent. I might have to mute the freaking alerts, but Saber Dust, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Glad to watch one of these streams to me with love from Australia. Saber Dust, you are actually a legend. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh crap, I was going in as well. Do I re-record that? Whatever, man, we ain't re-recording it. Whatever, let's keep going. Yeah, Black Sage, don't worry, I have the audio all separated, like the mic audio is isolated and all that. Don't you worry, I got that. So it's all good. But yeah, no, Saber Dust, big thank you for, oh my goodness. Saber Dust, thank you for super chat. And what does I say? Josu, I haven't seen that name before. Antonio Flores Medellin saying, hi mate, love your videos, love from Mexico. I appreciate you. Absolute legend. Thank you, thank you. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm definitely gonna make sure I don't miss out on any donations, but just for the time being, I am going to mute them just so that they don't like interrupt the flow right now. You know what I mean? I think my mute button doesn't work. It doesn't work. My bad. All right, whatever. Next time I'll get it working. Next time I'll get it working. Oh man. But Josu, I do appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but tell me how to pronounce it and I'll make sure to get it right next time. Okay, let's go. Let me... Nah, I feel like I got that first bit down, so I'm not going to re-record that. We'll just leave that as it is, and I'll continue. Alright, so... This is one reason why monopolies are very bad for consumers. If one company owns everything, you no longer get to vote with your dollar, because no matter what you buy, the same company profits. Also, the phrase boycotts have never worked, while maybe holding some weight when it comes to past boycotts of individual gaming titles. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting this generosity, people. I wasn't expecting this generosity. Alexander, thank you so much. Okay, alright, I know what to do. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know what to do. There we go. Alright, it will be muted now. It will be muted now. I know that for a fact. I sorted it out. Thank you, though. I do appreciate the generosity. I was literally not expecting this at all, so thanks a lot. People just rage baiting at this point. I know, right? Oh, man. Okay. Ah, see? That one's muted. Alright? We're Gucci. We are Gucci. Don't you worry about it. Okay. This is how you make money, make the viewers donation mess with the streamer. But Saberdust, absolute legend. Thanks a lot. Okay. Let me restart from the last point I was on. Also, the phrase boycotts have never worked, while maybe holding some weight when it comes to past boycotts of individual gaming titles, shouldn't be internalized to mean that a boycott never has and never will work in general. Boycotts are adopted as a strategy to apply pressure to companies, governments, and organizations precisely because they can and have worked historically. One of the clearest examples I can give is the Montgomery bus boycott. This is a boycott that took place in the city of Montgomery, Alabama, after Rosa Parks, a black woman, was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man on the bus. The boycott took a long time, over a year of the black residents of Montgomery refusing to take buses and suffering terrible backlash from their white counterparts in the form of harassment, violence, and having their homes and churches firebombed. But eventually, the racial segregation of buses in Montgomery was ruled unconstitutional, and the decision was upheld by the Supreme Court of the United States of America. It wasn't smooth sailing after that by any means, but it was a tangible step towards progress. Now, you might say, oh, come on, bro, you are being way too dramatic invoking 1950s racial segregation in America when we're talking about freaking video games. But understand, I brought it up as a familiar example to illustrate that boycotts can and have worked. And also, dude, if you're not willing to stand up when it comes to the small things, and you allow those little liberties to... Alright, I gotta re-record that, but... But also, dude, if you're not willing to stand up when it comes to the small things and you allow those little liberties you take for granted to be whittled away, by the time it comes to the big things that will actually hugely impact your life, you won't even be prepared to put up a fight. You have no experience. Alright. Now, there are many reasons why the Nintendo boycott... Actually, I gotta put that in quote marks. Now, there are many reasons... There are many reasons. Anyway. Now, there are many reasons why the Nintendo boycott not only didn't work out, but wasn't even a blip on most people's radar. For one, Nintendo... Oh, my voice kind of like died when I said radar. So I have to say that again. Viewers, believe it or not, this was all in one take. Freaking Drew. Don't expose me, Drew. Stop it. Weird pun guy. We'll catch you later. Okay. Oh, Dongus exposing me as well, saying take 3, stop it. You guys are trolls, for real. And Cassidy, I see that you became a member. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Okay. Now, there are many reasons why the Nintendo boycott not only didn't work out, but wasn't even a blip on most people's radar. For one, Nintendo is a massive multinational corporation. It's arguably the most recognizable gaming brand in the world, and inarguably the owner of the most recognizable gaming franchises known in every country on the planet. Montgomery is a single city in Alabama, and buses are just one form of transportation in that city. The scale of the task is different. For a boycott to have higher chances of succeeding, there needs to be a clear target of the boycott, a clear action that consumers or service users can take, and there needs to be specific demands that the boycott is trying to get fulfilled. And even after all of this, it will still take a very long time. People were walking to work in Montgomery for over a year before they got the court ruling. To do something like this with a company as sprawling as Nintendo would require exceptional organization and exceptional collective conviction. A few YouTubers posting videos shaming Nintendo over the Switch 2, only to then buy the Switch 2 as soon as it releases, will not cut it. I do want to say though, I don't appreciate the snarky comments where people are like, hey, how's the boycott coming along? Whenever Nintendo boasts record sales numbers, or indeed when any attempt at collective action doesn't work out. You gotta understand, these people are boycotting for you when they demand that companies employ better alright. Never heard of any Nintendo franchise, don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let me do it again. When they demand that companies employ better business... why can't I say that? Better business practices. Better business practices. Okay, I'll go again. And see, this is also a thing, so I need to like reset my face, because now I'm laughing that I messed it up, but the tone of what I'm talking about is kind of serious, so I need to like stop smiling, so... When they demand that companies employ better business practices that benefit the consumer and protect their rights, that's good for everybody. Even when it doesn't work out, and even when the attempt itself is woefully underwhelming, you should still support it in theory, even if not in practice, because they're advocating for something that benefits the people. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it wasn't a good thing to try. I mean, people will be out here clowning on others for a boycott or a protest as though licking the boot and hoping you get treated nice if you put your back into it is a better alternative. So if you want to boycott the Switch 2 because you don't agree with Nintendo's business practices, I say do it even if nobody else joins you. It doesn't always have to be about starting a movement. It can also just be a decision you make as a consumer. And the console only has like 2 games anyway, so whatever. Alright, that's it. We did it. We recorded the video. That's it. I don't know. I could re-record some of the ending lines, but I kind of like the vibe of how that went. I kind of like the vibe. And this is more of an experimental thing, so yeah, we'll see how that went. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think of the, like, one, of the subject matter, but also of the format of, like, me doing it live? I'm quite curious. I'm gonna stop the audio recording here. Smiley face, what's good? I see you. We did it, chat. We did it. We're so good at this. Sparklight, alright, pretty good. Mickle Pickle, we never found out why 6 was afraid of 7. Stardusting, the mic levels changed a bit at the end of your last bit. I'll be able to fix that in the edit, so that should be okay. I always like your jokes in the final line of all your newer videos. Thank you, Piv and Bam Bam. Thank you. I don't know, something just to, you know, like, lighten it up a bit towards the end, you know what I mean? Stardusting saying it was cool to get to see. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Oh yeah, I can unmute the notifications. Shout out to Alexander saying unmute the super chats. Thank you. And also Nicosis celebrating 1 month of membership, saying unpopular opinion, but $450 is a reasonable price for the console itself. I just think the games are overpriced. Yeah, I mean, I actually do think, because obviously it's in line with the prices of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. So I actually also don't think the console itself is necessarily overpriced. but I can see why some people are upset about things like, you know, how the games individually are being priced. Not all of them, but some of them, as well as issues with like the virtual game card system. And did I even mention that in the video? I did mention virtual game cards in the video, right? Did I? I hope I did. If I didn't, then bro, I hope I did. But yeah, there's a virtual game cards thing. There's the game key cards thing as well. But yeah, no, I didn't. Ugh. All right, whatever, man. Like we'll work with what we have. I liked the format of doing it live. It was fun to watch. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm planning to do more commentary vids like this because I do think that your presence in the chat can make it for a more interesting video. I was just trying something different. The way I came up with it is I was planning out, you know, a bunch of things I wanted to talk about in videos because I want to do more than just me playing the games. I also want to have me talking about different stuff related to gaming, but internet culture in general, and maybe even non-internet stuff specifically. And then I was like, well, I could do it live and see what that's like. So it was a bit of an experiment. We'll see how it goes. This format was kind of fun, and I found the video concept interesting and captivating. Thank you, Cassidy. I do appreciate that. You should do commentary professionally. I mean, maybe this is, in a way, maybe this is like what that is. You know, I've snuck so many you have lost the game messages in the chat while recording. Man. Smiley face saying do summer streams, like just streaming in the summer. Yeah, no, don't worry, plenty of streams are coming. We want to see you flinch during the like donations. Man. I'm like just catching up on the chat, so I'm reading the old messages. Alexander saying it's more like games never get deals. Oh, is that a reason why people are upset with Nintendo? Because the games always stay at a fixed price. That is true. I remember watching a video about why that is a while ago. And, you know, one, it's because Nintendo, you know, most of their most popular games are their first party games. So they don't necessarily have a competing console or platform that could lower the prices that they would have to match. And then on top of that, I guess it's just, there is a level of prestige associated with Nintendo, which gives them the confidence that they don't have to drop their prices because people will pay full price for them, even if they're old. So yeah, I do see that. Yeah. Deltec saying, wasn't it just a matter of time until video games went up in price? Given the inflation in recent years, video games been at 50 to 60 bucks for quite some time. Could be wrong with this though. So Deltex, the thing with that is, yes, inflation happens, but there are two things. One, inflation isn't occurring at the rate at which the prices of these games are increasing, right? So there's a mismatch there, but also wages in most countries, pretty much everywhere, are not increasing with inflation. So what's happening is that the buying power of people's money, essentially the buying power of their time, because a lot of people are exchanging their time for money when they're working in a job, is decreasing. And so you have a commodity getting more expensive and people's time being devalued, and the price of these games are going up higher than the rate of inflation anyway. Eventually it does feel like a piss take, isn't it? Like, it's like, what are we doing here? Yeah. Beryl saying everything is more expensive too. Yeah, literally. All right, let me see what else. As much as I don't want games to cost £80, and despite voicing my thoughts in the Discord a while ago, I ultimately don't really care as I'm not forced to buy anything. Pip and Bam Bam, that's true. No one is forced to buy anything. However, I would actually question if maybe... Okay, it's true, no one's forced to buy anything. They can't physically force you to buy anything. But we are in a culture that, you know, is very consumerist and bombards us with messaging non-stop of buy this, buy that, buy the other thing. To the point where it's like, is it really a choice to not buy something when there's so much freaking messaging bombarding your mind? I don't know. But ultimately you are right though. Like, hey, they can't make you buy some stuff you don't want to buy, right? Simba, what's up? I see you in here. Let's freaking go, bro. Saying also companies offset the price with extra purchases. Oh, are you saying like when companies buy things in bulk? Or what do you mean specifically, Simba? But yeah. Ahmad saying, Tomago, have you ever been scammed? You know I've been scammed. You know, go watch the bargain hunt. Go watch the bargain hunt. Yo, Capture, what's good? What's good? Oh, microtransactions and DLC. They offset the price of extra purchases. That's true. Yeah. That's true, actually. They do have other ways of making more money from the game than the singular purchase of the game, and that's super true. That's super true. I mean, when it comes to the discussion of is GTA 6 gonna cost $100, it better not, because you know that they're gonna be going crazy with the shark cards and GTA Online and all the stuff they add onto it. So yeah, that is definitely a good point. Fourth stream asking for Simpsons wrestling video. Hey, it might happen. It might happen. I make no guarantees. Have you tried the latest Dubai chocolate matcha tea? I think a week ago I didn't even know what Dubai chocolate was. So I can't say I have. Fair, Nintendo doesn't have microtransactions. Oh, does Nintendo not do microtransactions in any of their games? Really? I'm actually trying to think. Do they not do microtransactions? Is that true? That's actually, because now that I'm trying to think about it, I'm actually like, I don't remember seeing a Nintendo exclusive game that had microtransactions. Like Mario Kart, I haven't seen that. So that is interesting. They have Nintendo Online. I would say that's more of like a paid service, you know, more akin to PlayStation Network, Xbox Live than a microtransaction. They have microtransactions in Mario Kart World on mobile. Okay, I guess that's because it's like a mobile game, innit? And that's sort of the business model of mobile games, but fair. Jusila Perez, what's good? I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Capture saying on 3DS you could pay for home screen skins, overlays, whatever. Oh, okay. I guess in a way those are a form of microtransaction too. Yeah. They don't do battle passes or anything even for Splatoon, just DLC. Oh, okay. So they still have like paid DLC, just not microtransactions. Okay. I get that. That's fair. Illucent, I think you might be the only one. I'm gonna keep it 100%. You might actually be the only one, bro. Okay. That recording was way shorter than I thought it was going to take. So that was pretty quick. I hope I hope it's good. I hope it actually works for a video. We'll see how it goes. What time is it on my side? It's 3:15 right now. 3:17 to be specific. Zybo, what's good? Saying this is your first live stream. I do appreciate you coming through. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lamiko, same to you as well. Thank you. If you're cold, you should go to a corner because it is 90 degrees. Strife, that would be a good joke if I wasn't from the UK and used the Celsius model. I mean, 90 degrees would just straight kill me, right? So like that wouldn't work out. All right, Nigel, we didn't need the information. Masked Millard saying that this was enjoyable. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, the plan is I'm going to be essentially trying to use my streams as a way of creating footage for videos, especially because I've been editing. I've been working with a group of editors now that I call my editing wizards. They're legends. Shout out to his Mario in the chat, who is one as well as Dash Invader and Kevin I also see in here. So I want to try and like stream so I can create the footage used for it. And then when it came to writing videos, I was like, oh, this would be a good commentary video. I was like, why don't I also stream that as well? So yeah, more streams are coming. They're not going to be scheduled. I'm kind of just going to go live. So if you want to get notified, make sure you're in my Discord server and you can choose the stream alerts role so that you know when I'm live at all times. And yeah, we'll be out here. Smiley face. Listen, I get you enthusiastic and I do appreciate it. But chill, okay? We don't need the all caps. Well, Splap is a legend. We acknowledge Splap, but chill, smiley face. It's okay. It's okay. All right, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Also, I saw Alex Webb, the legend. Why have I not given you VIP yet? Hold on, let me do that right now. Shout out to Alex Webb saying UK Heat been killing me right now. I can't lie. Alex, bro. You see this, yeah? You see this? Wait. What was I say? Electric. I was about to say electric IQ, but it's actually electric. I got an air conditioning unit in my room, proper air conditioning with a freaking hose that I put out the window so that the heat could dissipate. So my room is a nice. Alright, it's still 28 degrees in here. I was about to say it's like a nice 23. It's still 28, but there's cool air blowing in my room. I'm not trying to flex on you. I'm not trying to flex, but I am trying to encourage you. You know what I mean? If you got a window in your room, yeah? If you got a window in your room, you might want to invest. You can make it a business expense, innit? I see your channel's doing well. You can make it a business expense. I thought that's a pregnancy test, says Capture. Bruh. Simba saying, is that esteemed Marvel YouTuber Alex Webb in the chat? It is, bro. It actually is. Can you believe it? I've gone clear. It's mad. Pippin Bam Bam saying you should stream your full Astrobot playthrough and edit it down into one video with the game show vibes. Pippin Bam Bam, that is my plan. See, I don't know if it'll specifically be a game show style video or maybe a compilation, but I'm gonna do something with it. I am gonna play what's it called? Astrobot. Soon. I know I keep saying I am, but I promise I am. It's gonna happen. Yo, Sam, what's good? Yo, all my YouTuber friends are coming out in the chat. Absolute legends. Sam, what's good? If anyone was here during yesterday's stream when I was talking about going to Cannes for the Creativity Festival, and I was saying that Sam I was hanging out with the whole time, that's Sam in the chat right there. Go check her out. Go check out her travel vlogs. Check out her Instagram as well. Absolute legend. Good to see you in here. Thank you very much. Saying I'm a smart businessman. We try. We do try. What's the scariest plant? Bamboo. Will Splat make Impossible Quizmas 2 in 2027? I don't know. Well, no, I doubt. I think Splat's done with that. Actually, on that note, I should say, the Splat Me Do Tamago 24/7 merch collaboration is gonna go on sale again. I had to take it down for a bit because the print quality was starting to not be that good. What happened was I got a comment from someone saying, I bought one of your hoodies and the print is kind of like weird. And I was like, what, really? So I emailed them. He sent me a picture and yeah, the print wasn't good. So, yo, Nigel, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And also Alexander sent one before and I didn't even acknowledge it. So I want to say thank you for that. Saying play rematch, bro. I've got rematch on the list. I will actually be playing rematch. That's on the cards. But yeah, real quick. I was talking to the guy about the merch design. I got another print sent to him and it also came back and it wasn't good. So at that point I was like, okay, something's going wrong with the manufacturer. I took the hoodie and the shirt off. And now I'm with a new manufacturer and the quality is like fantastic. So it will be going on sale again. I just need to sort out some more stuff before I do that, but that'll be coming soon. How many seasons does the tester have? It has 3, so there's only one more season for me to watch. It just I just have to see when I actually get around to it, you know what I mean? Cheaty, where is Tabaga? Stop it, bro. Man. Wait, was Nigel's super chat message like a sticker? I'm seeing something on it on the screen. Oh, it's a like. You can like super chats now. I forgot about that. Okay. You should play the Kindergarten trilogy. It'd be fire. Okay, is that pronounced Donche? Bro. Or madam. Or whoever. Donche, listen, yeah? I have got that on the list as well of games to play. I've got that on the list. I don't know anything about Kindergarten, but I do have it on the list. So I will be checking it out eventually. When do you think you'll hit 1 million subs? I have no idea. I'm not even really gunning for that at this point. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make good videos and release them more often, to be honest. So yeah. How's the past few weeks been since you've been to some events and all? It's been a very busy time. Very busy. I went to South by Southwest London near the start of June. And then, you know, a couple weeks after that, or maybe 1 week after that, I was in Cannes Lions for a week, or Cannes in France for that festival. And then I got back and it was my auntie's 50th birthday. So like literally the night I landed, I then immediately was like, you know, getting ready for that party. And it was a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on. Nigel, I'll respond to that in a second. Thanks for the super chat. So it's been a busy time. And then even this week, I flew to Zurich for 1 day, and then I flew back and I returned yesterday? Did I return yesterday? No, I think I returned. Yeah. I returned like last night, but it was like near midnight, so it might as well have been yesterday. And yeah, been super busy, but a lot to do, and I'm trying to stay on top of it. So that's what's up. And I'm actually about to head out to meet up with some friends in a little bit. So yeah, it's been pretty busy, but I'm out here. I'm trying my best. Nigel saying the Tester 2 interviews. Yes, so I did mention this on a stream a couple of streams back that I put the interviews on hold because I wanted to focus on the videos I was making. I am now more open to doing the interviews now that I have other people helping me to edit. So I know it's not going to be too much load on me individually. So I'll see what I can do. I make no promises, so I don't want to get your hopes up. But I will see what I can do, okay? I will see what I can do. Dongus, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Nigel, thanks for the super chat as well. I appreciate the generosity today, people. I was not expecting this at all, so I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you. I'd be interested in seeing you play Bendy and the Ink Machine if you haven't. I've heard of the game. I think it has that sort of rubber hose art style. That's a game that's been living in the back of my mind rent-free. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Okay. Alright. I might check that out. Let me write it down real quick, just so I have it. And I can remember to give it a look. Tamago X Big Physique coming soon. Sam, what's good? I see you. Let's freaking go. Simi, can I put ketchup in my Coca-Cola? You can do whatever you want. Go for it. Oh wow, the stream is still going. So anyway, please play the Impossible Quack. Oh man. All right. Can you use Physique's one phone call for the interview? Saber Dust. I was literally freaking. I was literally thinking that, honestly, when I found out that he had run into trouble with the law. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, maybe I'm gonna have to, you know, try and rush it in 5 minutes or something. But yeah. Okay. I think I may leave it at that. Okay. This stream experiment, I feel like it worked pretty well. I'm going to put this up as a job for the editors so they know what's up, and we'll see what can happen with it. But I think it should be pretty interesting. I have quite a few other commentaries that I'm going to be recording live, so stay tuned. You're pretty much going to be seeing live streams happening from me quite regularly at this point. There's no fixed schedule, but you should be seeing them quite regularly as I work on videos and get things going. So that's the plan for that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to quickly mention. Not really, to be honest. I think we're pretty good. So I want to say thanks to everyone who tuned in, who sort of participated in the chat while I was doing the commentary. And I'm glad that you found it interesting. You know, obviously it can be awkward to show me flubbing lines and then having to repeat them live, right? But you know, it's just part of the process. So I was happy to showcase that. Let's see what people are saying. Pixel saying this was a great first stream for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Richmond ARG saying /footcam. I think you want to go to Twitch for that, buddy. All right, people. All right, I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Should I give you the headset here? I can give you the headset here, yeah? All right, let me do that real quick, and we'll call it for the stream. If you weren't here for yesterday's stream, the VOD is on my channel. Just go to the channel and click on the live tab. You can see me reacting to the state of play for Ghost of Yotei. So if you're interested in that, do check that out. I cannot wait for that game. It's a very light headset here. I'd give that a 3. Like, not much going on there. A 3, a 2, Pip and Bam Bam, Deltex with a 2. Damn, a lot of people saying 0. No, it's not a lot of people saying 0. It's Smiley Face saying 0 over and over again. Alexander with the 3, Pip and Bam Bam saying maybe even a 1. That should be not bad at all. See, we rate the higher the number is the better, because it's like we want that deep, crisp dent. Exclamation point, headset hair in the chat if you want to see what a 10 out of 10 headset hair looks like. But yeah, this is a pretty light one. All right, people, I'm gonna catch you in the next stream. We've got a couple videos coming out. Dash Invader, who you just saw in the chat, has submitted an edit for me, and I'm telling you the video is fire, so you'll be seeing that soon, as well as his Mario. He did one for me as well, so look forward to it. It's pretty sweet. Real quick, I did get some messages in the Discord. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything I should talk about. No, I think I'm good. Last thing I'm gonna mention, in the Discord server, discord.gg/tamago247 there's a chat called Ask Me Anything. Anyone can post in that chat. You do not have to be a member. And if you have a question that you would like me to answer and maybe turn into a video, or just something you're interested in hearing my thoughts on, put it in there. That's how this commentary came to be. The person who asked, why am I not boycotting the Nintendo Switch 2? So put it in there, and you know, it might just become something. All right, people. Will this be uploaded as a VOD? Richmond, yeah, it's immediately going to be a VOD on the channel. Just go on the channel, click on the live tab, you're going to see it there. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Have a nice afternoon, morning, evening, night, whatever time of day it is for you. And I'll catch you next stream, all right, people? Peace out, everybody, and bye-bye.
I forgot. TF, ... I'm out this bitch.